What happened?
If you remember after the Phoenix game, I told the team that you have to have a level of humility because it's the NBA, it's a long year, and those things can happen to you as well. And so tonight we were on the other end of that. Nothing more, nothing less.
Joe, they were testing pride. I mean, they were doing, it was like globetrotters out there. It seemed like they were launching threes. Jalen Williams goes coast to coast for a dunk. Like, was desire a problem here, effort, like the Indiana game? It just seemed like you guys kind of gave up a little bit when they started hitting shot after shot.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they played harder than us the entire game. And so, like I referenced the Phoenix game, you have to play with a sense of humility every night, knowing that your opponent wants to beat you. And, you know, we have to match that, and we did it, and we got outplayed in every aspect of the game.
What's wrong with the defense?
Well, we were top 5 until about an hour ago.
But, like, tonight.
Okay, yeah, throwing tonight? That's a great question. Yeah, I mean, well, that's a fast team. They put us in rotations. They tested our individual defense, and we didn't guard the ball as well as we should have.
What do you even say to the team after a game like that?
I said the same thing I said after the Phoenix game. Whether you win or lose, it's a level of humility you have to have in the NBA because those things happen, and effort and getting outplayed is unacceptable.
Was there something early that gave you the indication that this was going to be a long night? You called some quick timeouts.
Now you're going to say I shouldn't have called him?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just saying.
Confused.
Unlike you, but
Yeah.
Was there something that you saw 6, 7 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I saw a team. I saw that they were ready to play, and we weren't. And so, you know, we have to be ready to play, and I have to get our guys ready to play.
What happened with Marcus? Looked like you were worried he was going to go after her.
I wasn't worried he was going to go. I was just making sure that he didn't. I wanted to protect him, that's all. But, you know, just either whatever the case would happen between him and the referee, and, you know, they made the call, and I just made sure I protected him to get him out of there.
You know, we talked about before teams playing their best games against you guys. I mean, they were without a 30-point score, and they scored 150.
Yeah.
I mean, can you prepare them any better for?
Yeah, I could be better, yeah. I could be better, and the guys have to be better. We all have to be better. And so, like I said, you can't overreact to a game like this, in my opinion. If you have the understanding of you're going to be able to do that to another team, which we did earlier this year, you have to have the understanding that it could happen to you at some point. And so we have to handle it, and I'll care more about how we respond in the next game and in the future. And so, like, you know, I may have a distorted view of my mindset, but it's important to learn from these moments, and you have to use them to grow. You don't really have any other choice.
You said that you guys are going to suck sometimes. Everybody sucks sometimes.
Yes, I didn't mean that bad.
But you've also said that you want your team to play to the standard that you've set every game.
Yeah.
How do you guys do a better job of getting to that level all the time and not just occasionally?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's something that we have to learn. That's something that we have to grow through. I think it starts with effort, execution, and details. And so when we're dialed in our effort, when we're locked in on the details of the game plan and the details of our identity and our schemes on both ends of the floor, and then execution happens, and then that's when we're at our best. And so I think it always comes down to that. It comes down to having the right mindset regardless of the result, knowing that it's not going to go your way all the time, but you can control the majority of it by focusing on those 3 things, and we didn't do those 3 things tonight.
You warned against a pregame. Do you think there was some let-up after they found out SGA wasn't playing?
Maybe a little, but it shouldn't be that much. Shouldn't result in that. But yeah, I would imagine there's always a let-up when something like that happens, but shouldn't be that much.
Joey, last time I checked, late in the fourth, they scored 70 points in the paint. Do you guys have to start laying some wood, hard, fat? Like, what do you guys have to do to prevent teams from just going at the rim and just having their way? Because it just seemed like...
Yeah, I mean, I thought that too, and then they shot 20 for 40 from 3 too, so that was just, you know.
But is it just a matter of, the other guy shot really well? Like, that was kind of the...
No, not tonight. No, they just outplayed us. Yeah, every aspect of the game.
Marcus told me before Denver he wanted to get off to have a better road trip than the last West Coast swing. Is there like a vibe change, or is there anything different you can feel for these last 2?
No, I mean, it's funny. We just won 4 in a row, and like I said, you gotta just know the NBA is fragile, and so you gotta constantly work at it. You gotta do the same things over and over again, and it's just a test of your mindset. It's a test of your will, and it's a test of how you're able to handle success and adversity. And so you're gonna have to constantly go through those things.
Build a sandcastle.
Yeah, I mean, yep, exactly.
Is there any added level of concern, or is it just one of those nights?
I would say both. I mean, I'm not concerned, but we have to coach in the short term and for the long term as well. And so, again, may not be the most popular thing to say, but you got to go through some shit if you want to get to where you want to get to, whether it's good or bad, and that's just how it is. And so we have to go through it, and we'll be judged by how we handle it. And if we handle it the right way, then it'll be good for us. And if we don't, then, that's something that we have to address.
Yeah.
Thank you.